Hey guys, it's Paul Jang. Just gonna give you my thoughts on Land.com. And with Land.com, it comes with a couple subscriptions as Lands of America, my favorite, LandWatch. There's also Lands and Farm, and they also have, I think, some subsidiary websites like Lands of Texas. What do I think about them? Uh, it's mixed. I would say, in terms of lead generation for sales, it is probably one of the best ways to get leads that's not on the MLS with a realtor. So, here are my thoughts with it. I would say Lane.com is probably good it's good with low. It's, low entry land, for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. But I'd say the sweet spot is starting from 5,000 to about $35,000. Once you get to higher range properties, I would say the MLS is better. But what Land.com, they did such a great job. So in terms of monopolizing this, land lead gen, model. So I think they started out with Lands of America. They bought the domain for Land.com, and then they purchased LandWatch. LandWatch and Lands. I think Lands and Farm was with them already, but if not, they bought it. Lands of America was always theirs. So I would say LandWatch was starting to creep up in the rankings with Google a couple of years back, and the subscriptions for LandWatch Lands of America was $30 a month. And then what happened was I think Land.com is owned by CoStar, and so I think they're like a real estate data like huge company. And what they did was they bought up these websites. So think of it as Zillow for land, and kind of just as Zillow bought up Trulia and kind of owns both rankings on Google, they kind of did the same. So if you ever type in land in a certain city or a certain county or a certain town, LandWatch, Lands of America, I'd say Land and Farm not as much, but those two especially will show up like within the first couple searches for organic traffic. They'll also pay ads per county and city for a lot of their listings, so they'll show up in multiple places. So if you are someone that is interested in buying land, you will inevitably go on Land.com, one of their websites. If you are a deal hunter, you might check out some of the smaller land listing sites like Land Flip, is one, Land Moto, there's Land Century, there's different land listing sites out there. It's just in terms of organic traffic, it's Land.com doesn't really have a peer. Now, they do import MLS listings as well. It's just the subscription models that the way that they generate funds is they charge people like me, right? The land investor who's trying to sell the land. And whereas in the past, I might be able to get a subscription for $30, they've now totally like raised their prices. Like when I bought my subscription stuff like 4 years ago, I thought I was paying like oodles of money compared to what I was paying before. And like right now I'm at like $500 for 30 listings for their premium listings. So I would say if you're gonna get in there, it's either signature or premium. You should not get their basic stuff. The basic stuff, you can't get your face on it or your logo, so it just kind of seems more shadier, and you don't get as many eyeballs. Once you're at premium, I feel like there's enough there that people will check out other people's listings, but then will also check out yours if they're interested in a certain city or county. With that said, though, like if you could afford the signature, I would go for it. I just found that premium is good enough for me, and I'd rather have a lot more listings, in this case 30, than maybe 5 or 10 on signature. From what I last heard, it is now like $500 or $600 for 5 listings for premium. And I think those prices kind of range based on the region. So in land.com, there's multiple sales reps, and each representative gets a certain region that handles, I guess, customer support and sales. So the guy that I bought it from was a guy named Wayne. He was there with a couple of years, and last time I checked, there's like another person. So, is this something that I would get in the beginning? Yes, if I knew the things that I know now. But if you are starting out, it may not be the best purchase for you. I would look into joining some of the Facebook groups for real estate, or reach out to me or to other land investors that you might see that might have openings for premium signature. And maybe you could buy a couple slots, $30 a month for one of your land deals, $50 for a month for one of your land deals to show up on their, on their platform, and then you could, get leads from them that way. So I would check that out if you only have one or two. Once you're starting to get multiple lots and you're kind of in it and you've gone through the process, I would suggest getting a subscription of some sort, either premium or signature. I know some people have kind of stayed out of it totally, and the way that they've done it is by working with bigger lots. So if you just go totally with the bigger lots, you can just work with a realtor that has a land.com subscription. So it's kind of a way for you to get the benefits of the MLS and the land.com subscription by working with a realtor that's already paying for the marketing expense. And you don't have to, pay anything up front. You'll just pay it on the back end on their commission, which would run a couple thousand, minimum 2,000, 1,500, but generally a little bit more than that. Closer to 3,000, 3,500, 7,000. So, with that, it's like with two deals, you could basically pay for the land.com, which you would pay for one for a realtor. But this kind of, gives you the flexibility to have someone sell it for you if you wanted to scale your business that way. But otherwise, it's kind of a wash. If you're ready to scale, but you're not ready to get to bigger lots, then get the land.com subscription. If you want to just do bigger lots, then I would say forego the land.com subscription and work with realtors that already have the land.com subscription. Most of them will have the signature or platinum. And that way you kind of get the best of both worlds. It just kind of depends on your investment strategy, how you want to navigate that, right? The bigger lots will usually take a little bit longer to sell, but there's higher margins, higher profit there. The cheaper stuff have higher margins, and for what some people consider less riskier positions to take if you're putting your own money. So inevitably, if you partner up, you will get going with the bigger lots. If you're using your own funds, most people will tend to stay with the lower properties and try to owner finance things. So those are some of the things that you could consider with land.com. Overall, I would say it's good for what it says for lead gen. The only caveat there, if you do get a subscription, is that it is an annual contract, meaning you will have to pay every month, And if you try canceling, it's pretty difficult. You have to give the notification 30 days before. If not, it's another annual subscription. They have a month-to-month, but it's almost like double or triple the amount that it would cost if you just did it, annually. And you might not see the results from just 1 month. I kind of think, since it's like organic traffic, it kind of ebbs and flows just in terms of the quality of leads and quality and quantity of leads. Obviously, if you have a lot more land, then you'll get more leads. But, when you're starting out, you might not see that many. So I would say the quality of leads are a little bit better than some of the other platforms, but, these are some of the things that you'll have to weigh out for your land.com. I would say in terms of actual performance, I'll give it like a B+, A-. In terms of customer support, like a B. In terms of the terms, they're hard to get out of once you're in. And once you're in, it's it's hard to give up your monthly subscription because like these guys will keep on increasing their prices. So if you ever want to join in, it'll be much more expensive. So you end up just keeping it all the time, right? So I pay these guys like hundreds of dollars every month, thousands every year, right? Not including any additional upgrades or things that I might do. So these are the things that you'll want to consider for your Land.com subscription. But that's it for my review. In the description below is a land course. It's I try to keep it's just from A to Z, all the things that you'll need to get going with your land investing business without all the fluff, and you're just gonna get right into it, getting deals for 25 cents, 35 cents on the dollar, and being able to flip it for owner financing it or for cash, right? And I also teach you how to do it, self closings to save yourself money on title closings, right? If you wanted to do that. But that's in the description below. Otherwise, if you like this video, subscribe and like it. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.